What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Where Did All My Friends Go? A podcast about life in the music industry. I'm your host, Patrick Tarnowski, and with me is my co-host, Matt Reed, as always. And today, we got pop punk, emo artist, and content creator, ISITJOSH, on the show. Josh!
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
This is where we'll pop in, you know, the kids cheering for you moment, and that's why I was trying to, like, when I first tried to up the production quality, you know, I was like trying to find like a cheering thing, like a, you know, like golf claps, almost something like almost kind of awkward. And then the very first thing I found was like the kids cheering thing, and I was like, yep.
That'll do.
That's it.
Love that.
Hell yeah. So how's it going?
Good. Just got back from Denver.
Yeah.
Spent the weekend out there, caught a water park show. Recently started getting into them with their new album, that intellectual property that they just dropped. So yeah, went out there and caught that show. It was good. Now
Nice.
Just enjoying the day.
Did you go to Denver specifically for the show, or just was that just a perk?
Did.
Okay.
My good friend did, and then she was like, "Do you want to go with me?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll go to Denver weekend." So I'm kind of being exposed to them through her. So
okay,
nice.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Nice. That's fun. It has been a hot minute since I've been to Denver. So did you do anything else while you were there?
Twice. Yeah, I've only been twice.
What else did you do while you were in Denver? Much?
The typical, you know, grab some food, grab some drinks, grab some more food, like what you always do when, you know, you're at a different city, like just kind of killing time in between restaurants, I guess, you know.
There you go. That's true. Yeah, it's always like, what new thing should we eat this time? Right. Well, I'm still gonna eat a burger, but where should I eat the burger at?
Right, exactly.
Mm-hmm. So musically, you just released your latest single called Joshville. Can you tell us a bit about the song, and how's the response been for it?
Yeah, the song is kind of a chaotic mix of pop and pop punk and emo and post-hardcore and all the things I love. It's got a little alternative twist.
Alternative, there you go.
Nice. Yeah, a little, just like a little part in the chorus that has a little bit of a alternative twist.
Yeah.
Which is kind of why we went with the name Joshville and ran with it. But no, yeah, it just came out I think about a week and a half ago, and it's been doing great. It's been being received really well. Yeah, no complaints. Very happy about it. It was an unsure release because now Spotify has their discovery mode for artists and all that stuff. So this was the first time I've done a release with all the new Spotify updates that have recently.
Okay. Did you feel like it was different in any way, or was it pretty much still the same old Spotify release?
Pretty much the same old Spotify release. I would say seeing less streams off of Release Radar, which is usually kind of where you get most of your early streams. And I think that's probably because they've turned the Release Radar into more of a feed that you can kind of scroll through and pick the songs from instead of, you know, listening through. So
yeah.
But, no, yeah, it's been going really well. My fans are great. They just share it all the time. You know, so I couldn't ask for better people to listen to my music because they share it so much and hype it up
absolutely.
So much,
so. You've got quite a community. So
yeah.
Do you have a plan for a video for that?
Yeah, I've got a lot of plans. So yeah, I'm actually moving to Philadelphia in 2 weeks here.
Oh,
so yeah, it's been making the timing of everything really difficult. But yeah, I do have a video coming for that. The big thing is I have this whole record coming out, and we just want to make sure that, you know, the first one we put out was good, but the branding was kind of all over the place. We didn't know what we wanted to do. I just was like, I need music out, like, let's go.
Right.
And so with this one, I'm really just focusing on cohesiveness, the branding, the whole everything with the entirety of the album. So yeah, I'll probably take this one a little slower than I did last time.
Sure.
Where did the name ISITJOSH come from?
Yeah, that's so it's kind of funny because I was playing my music for people and they would just be like, "Well, what kind of music is it? Is it pop? You know, is it pop punk? Is it post hardcore?" And it was just a question I would get all the time, like, "What is this? Like, is it this?" And I just say it's me. I don't know. It's me. It's just a mixture. If you press shuffle on my Spotify, it's an app. It's chaos. Um, so yeah, it just kind of came from that. And then I think for a while I had Is It. I knew I wanted to be Is It.
Mhm.
Um, and I started spitballing words and then I kind of stuck with Josh. And I was like, you know what? Josh is one of those names that people kind of hate on, like, oh, it's Josh, it's just, so I was like, I'm just gonna own it. And so I just threw Josh in there. And there's not many Josh musicians out there. So I don't know. And then I just kind of like the ring of it. Like, is it Josh? Like, yeah. Is it pop? Is it pop punk? Is it, post
I
hardcore?
mean, so the only, I guess it like where you say that it's like Josh, like I don't feel like it's like a Chad or anything, but like, but I don't know about you, but like so one thing that I have always put together, this is at least just a me thing that I noticed, and it's almost every single person that's named Josh and has a brother almost always has a Justin. It's always a Josh and Justin. Do you have a brother named Justin?
I don't. I
Oh,
don't.
I was.
how fucking great would that have
That
been?
would have been great. No, yeah, all I come from a family of Irish immigrants, so most of my family still lives out in Ireland, and
Okay.
I'm the only one in my family without an Irish name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is just growing up at what maybe that's just a Duluth, Minnesota thing, but like I know so many Josh and Justins. It is ridiculous.
That's incredible.
And and so many times their last name is also Johnson. Josh Johnson.
Right. Yeah.
You know.
I once met a family, they named all their kids Jay. So it was like Joseph, Jonathan, Justin, and Amr. They had like 8 sons.
I think I feel like it's not even like something they almost do on purpose. It just continues to happen. It's fucking love J names. It's fucking love
Oh
them.
no, another one.
And then you got it's like Josh, Justin, Jeff.
Yeah.
Ugh, the worst J name, right? Jeff.
I struggle with Jeff with a G. I kind of say G off in my head.
Yeah, I agree. Jeff with a G, like I always was like, what are you doing?
Because they had a choice.
They had the choice.
What are you doing?
They were handed a pen and they said, write your child's name.
And the child was like, give me that. It's with a G, bitch. Jeez, that was so intense. No baby's gonna say that. That's rude. Babies aren't rude.
I'm really passionate there, Pat.
I did. I got really passionate. So you've been doing music now for over 15 years. You've seen the rise and fall of MySpace, YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. What do you think was or is the greatest social platform for musicians?
That's I think everything had its era. I don't want to sidestep your question, so I'll just say MySpace. I think MySpace. And I'll say that because I think that MySpace created longer lasting communities that have been around now since the MySpace era. It's too early to say right now, but I've already seen some TikTok musicians pop up and go away so quickly.
Oh yeah.
And even with me, with like my following, sometimes on TikTok, I don't even know the people commenting. Instagram feels much more personal, a community, but on TikTok, like I'll look at the people commenting and I'm like, I have no idea. I have never seen any of your names before. So that longevity doesn't seem to be established as well as something like MySpace, where we all just went feral for our favorite bands. And
well, it was so I was on somebody else's podcast yesterday talking about this, and it's funny because MySpace basically was what all of the social medias are separately right now. It was just one fucking thing.
Yeah.
You know, and it gave you so much more personalization, you know, because you could make your pink skull backgrounds.
Oh,
or
yeah.
you
I
know,
was
like,
coding those for people, you know?
Yeah.
You know, Sunny Moore just being tiled across the back of it.
Yeah.
Right. Like you could personalize your entire page. So whoever was coming to your page knew who you were right away. You know,
if
and
you were going through a breakup based off your profile song.
Yep.
You know?
And you were able to have a profile song, which was also how a lot of people found new artists.
Yeah.
You know, because when MySpace went away, Facebook, they didn't do that. They still don't. They still.
And looking back, you know, in all the bands I played in, Facebook was the hardest era.
Facebook was the killer.
It sucked.
Yeah. it was the social media killer for artists. Because it wasn't helpful for anybody doing anything creative. It was just AOL Instant Messenger.
Yeah, exactly. It was bizarre, and even just their wording and things, you could tell it wasn't designed for musicians in any capacity, because it would be like, grow your business and learn how to set up your Facebook point of sale and things, and it's like, okay, like we're a rock band, you know, like we don't.
Right. And I also, like, I think I remember it went before it got out of hand. It was awesome because on MySpace you could like embed your band's music into like a fucking chat bar, like so, in somebody's chat area, and like so you would get a shit ton of plays out of it just because people would be constantly seeing it because they would autoplay.
Yeah.
And but then people started abusing that. But
still now people do that with like Twitch videos and stuff. I think they'll like embed them on a highly trafficked website.
Yeah.
And just get thousands of views. Yeah.
Right.
But
yeah,
MySpace was great. That for me, that's always going to be the winner.
I just think it was more user friendly. It did everything that the 15 social medias we use now did all in one.
Right. I'm constantly sending people from Spotify to my Discord, you know, to check out my Twitter and look at my app and all these things, because nothing can exist in one place anymore. You know?
Right. And that's the thing, is like TikTok is incredible for finding brand new people, because that's what you're going for with TikTok. Brand new, always brand new.
Yep.
Because your hope is to get people from TikTok to leave TikTok and find your other stuff.
Yeah. Every single video that I post on TikTok in some capacity usually points people towards my bio, or, you know, or anything like that. Just like, go check out these other things.
Well, right. Because TikTok is incredible for finding new eyes, but it's hard to get anything substantial from TikTok unless like it's just very difficult because it's such a scrolling mentality, you know. It's just watching, because and almost every single person I've ever talked to just about it, it's just that question of, okay, you liked ISITJOSH's page, that's awesome, loved it, you liked it, so you follow him now. Have you ever gone to his page? Have you ever gone and looked at your following page ever?
Right. No, and that's it's so difficult because, you know, people will just impulse follow me, especially because nowadays what I kind of got caught up in is, and why I'm not going to say TikTok is the best, even though it's what kind of got me the most growth, is you kind of get caught up in this whole, you got to be funny and make jokes and make memes and stuff. Well, I did this hoodie meme and it just went super viral, like an emo hoodie meme. And
where you put it on and
like, yeah, that one. And I've been nervous about doing it again, because what tends to happen is it will go far too viral for my account, and I will hit the point where I'm just getting people following and having no idea who I am. Well, then the next day, you know, it's like a cute video of me laying next to sidewalk chalk singing my lyrics, you know, and they're like, what is this? And it's
I
just
don't care
an
about
instant
this.
scroll.
Yeah.
I don't know who this is. And so it's very, very hard to keep that in check.
Right. Yeah. It's like that's why MySpace was the best, because everything was all in one. But now, like I said, everything has its own place. You know, every social media is for something different. You know, TikTok is trying to find new people. Instagram is your dedicated community. Twitter is where you say weird fucking shit.
Twitter's just where you go unhinged.
Yeah. Twitter is where you say all your weird shit. Facebook is where you try to connect with old people.
Yeah, exactly. You know, now that I've reached my 30s, the old people who used to be, you know, in their 30s when I would say that, you know, when I was 16 or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, now I'll pop onto my Facebook sometimes and I'm like, wow, this is grandma. Just
like I hit my
everyone's just showing
30s.
up.
I started noticing myself being on Facebook a lot more. I don't know what's happening, guys.
Itch.
It's starting to suck me in. I don't know.
Everything's political and I can't stop watching it.
Yeah, I keep posting very political takes and it's not
it's not my fault, guys. Yeah. That's Facebook.
That's Facebook.
Yeah. But you need it all because it hits different people every, you know, like you need all of it. Yep. You need to post on all of it. It all hits different people.
Yeah, I played a couple shows. I played out in New York City and in Philadelphia, and the promoter hit me up and said, "Hey, send us your Facebook link." And I said, "Oh wow, I forgot to set up an ISITJOSH Facebook because I don't use Facebook anymore." And so I had to create my ISITJOSH Facebook specifically so they could add me to a Facebook event.
Sure. I mean, so that's one of the main reasons. So for our playlists and stuff, I on our submission form, I have like Facebook and things like that. And that's only because it tags people really easy. But if I get, you know, both Instagram and Facebook and they match up, well, I'm going to assume that everything else matches up. So I can just tag you on everything else. So you don't have to type like 15 different things.
Yeah.
You know, it makes it a little easier.
Definitely. I screwed up. I've been watching all the accounts that have ISITJOSH without the underscore. And I found the Instagram guy changed his name. And so I just really quickly jumped on there. I was like, ISITJOSH, no underscore, and saved it. And I got it.
Nice.
And now what I didn't realize I did is I broke every link on the internet. I linked to my Instagram.
Oh, whoops.
And now my Instagram is the only one without the underscore. So
I will say I found the Twitter without the underscore, and I was a little concerned at first.
I have tried to get that account taken down, and they
yeah,
that is not
one,
my Twitter. Is it underscore Josh?
Well, and then I saw some interview with you from something Arizona, and that account was from Arizona. I was like, what is this?
Like, oh, Pat, what did you do?
Yeah, who did you bring on here?
He's a Nazi.
Yeah. It's so bad. And I've reported them for everything you can think of.
Yeah, because they're really bad. They bad people.
They're bad. Not a good person.
Not affiliated. Not affiliated.
Not affiliated. Not affiliated.
Unaffiliated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Matt was actually telling me, he was looking up stuff today and he's like, yo, what's this? I'm like, I don't know. That's not our boy.
This is the final end of your final episode of your podcast.
Final episode of the podcast. Shit.
Because I saw your actual stuff and it made a lot more sense.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, the underscore.
The underscore matters sometimes.
It's true. It's true.
So kind of talking about doing research, one of the bands we were able to find that you were a part of was a really great band called Take Me to Vegas. What made you decide to move from being in a band to more of a solo artist?
Yeah, so I think frustration, just absolute frustration, because nobody wanted to move as fast as I did, and I was so tired of just waiting on 4 other dudes to just be on the same page.
Yeah.
I went through Take Me to Vegas for years, and we found a lot of success on locally, and moderate success on YouTube for the time that it was back then. A couple of our videos crested 10,000 views on YouTube, which for us was huge. I was 19.
For anybody, that's huge. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it was insane. And I did that by going to every single related band and commenting on there and being like, hey,
no, nice.
come check out our music. But no, the success never got past that Omaha success. Nothing ever got out of Omaha. And then someone would quit, and then we replaced them, and someone else would quit. And the next thing you know, we're playing the same 4 bars. No one wants to hit the studio.
Sure.
And then I moved on to another band, Hurricane Like Me, which again had even better success. We had a song hit 1 million streams on Spotify, and the band started arguing about wanting to go back to the heavy rock sound after we just had a song hit 1 million streams with the new sound that me and our bass player wanted to go with. And arguments ensued, and people left the band, and then COVID hit and shut everything down. And that was kind of when I was like, all right, I'm done. If I do music again, it's going to be by myself. And then that's when I got out of a very long-term relationship and had nothing to do. And so I started a TikTok, and started going, very viral very quickly. And that's when I got with 2 of my producer friends and was like, you know what, I think I'm going to give this one more shot, and I'm going to do it alone. So, and it's been great because I can just make all the decisions, and I can move at my pace. And if something gets screwed up, if something's not moving quick enough, if things aren't good enough, I can point at whose problem it is.
It's on you. It's all on you.
Yep. So
I'm sure that is both very freeing and very kind of heavy at times, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely. It's freeing in the sense that I'm moving at a quicker pace. I'm putting out the music I want to put out. I'm able to just be myself. But it's heavy, and just dealing with accomplishments, having no one to kind of be like, yo, my song, my version of Get You the Moon just crested 100,000 plays on Spotify, and I was just kind of in my apartment when it happened, yeah, sweet.
Hey, you can always message me, and I'll be stoked with
all
you,
caps. I did it.
I did. I'll be like, what'd you do? Oh,
so
fuck yeah.
Yeah. And then just we did a little mini East Coast run, and I brought my 2 producers with me. Comfort and Say Venus are their producer names. And even then it was kind of I was paying them to be there and to play these shows with me, so just kind of having that feeling of, wow, this place is packed and they're screaming my words back at me, and I'm in New York City and this is insane. And kind of just being like, okay, but it's just me.
It's still just me. Yeah.
But yeah, so that would be the biggest thing, I think.
Sure. In speaking, going back to talking about the fantastic community that you've built,
the Gloom Squad.
The Gloom Squad. So you do a lot of stuff on Twitch with Gloom Squad. How do you get your fans and your community involved in Gloom Squad and Misery Metropolis? And can you
Misery Metropolis?
What do we got? What are these?
Yeah, so it's wild, and it's so hard to explain to people. Basically, the short story is, I quit my job and I started doing all this full time, and I was like, what? I have several hours in my day that I'm not filling, so I'm gonna fill them with Twitch. I think that seems like I could do something with it. And so I started streaming, and I didn't know what I wanted to do at first. I can't really do a music stream in my apartment because every neighbor above, below, and around me would complain. So I was playing video games, and that was okay. And I was meeting the people, and then I started a Discord, and we all just kind of started talking a little bit more, and the community grew. And one day ChatGPT came out, and I was like, I'm big into D&D. I just got a little D&D tattoo here, and I've been a dungeon master for a long time. And I just broke it to chat. I said, hey, I found out that ChatGPT can write stories and collaboratively with us. And I essentially conned my followers into letting me DM for them.
Okay.
I'm essentially playing Dungeons and Dragons in a cyberpunk universe that runs parallel to my music career. And the way I got them involved is it's all AI. So their characters, their character art, the world itself, the wiki we store this on, up to their dialogue in the story they're giving me and I'm putting in. You know, we make it canon and then we put it on our wiki.
Okay.
And what I've done is to kind of keep them entertaining, keep them excited, and make them feel like they're a part of something. Is the first thing I did was a thing where I pretended I got hacked and I had made an AI generated music video for my song Tell All Your Friends, and they had no idea that I did that. And so all of a sudden, you know, I'm doing this thing where I get hacked and I click on a file that says we're watching you, and the video starts with all of their character portraits, and then it shows like a storyline of like what's happening in the stuff. And they loved it. You know, it's like they're a part of like this cool thing. And I don't know, the community, and they love that. And then, you know, I went overboard and I made a whole video game to premiere. So get pre-saves, but I do that stuff and they loved it. And they are characters in that video game. So that's how I do it. It's been a challenge getting my fans and followers over to Twitch, I will say. That's still something I'm working on. Just kind of being like, hey, here's another app I need you to download it.
Right. But it's something way different. We're doing something completely different.
But and I just really lucked out. Like the people who have joined are just so nice and so welcoming. And whenever there's someone new, it's just like, hi. Like they make them feel welcome. In the Discord too, you know, they're always checking on each other, keeping tabs on what everyone's up to. And it's really cool to see. So love them to death.
Hell yeah. Yeah. So that was one of the questions I had is I played your game.
Oh, you did?
I did. Yeah.
I built that myself. Yeah.
I know. So that's awesome. So it's like a short role-playing game. It's called Gloom Squad, right?
It's called Gloom Squad.
Yeah, called Gloom Squad. All the characters are in the game are people from your Discord community. How long did it take to make that? Like, have you always like wanted to make a video game, or like
no?
You just were like, fuck it, let's go.
Yeah, so I would consider myself to be extremely techy. You know, when I was in the corporate world, I was in marketing, but it was always like tech and operations pulling me over to their side and be like, hey, help us do this software and help us do this. I'm no coder by any means, but I can read code. And so once ChatGPT came out, I've been using that to kind of turbocharge everything I do. And it really helped me along. Like the AI really helped me with this. But I would say I spent 60 hours or so in the game development environment. And probably that a little less than that outside of the game development, doing like the art and the assets and all that, because I had to hand design all the levels with tile sets and all the character art, and then create the story and even just little things like, you know, in the beginning, if you try to leave our hideout right away, Ricky will come down and stop you. And something as simple as that requires so many if-then statements, like a tree of conditions to just do that one thing. So I would say roughly with that and the ARG I did to do it was about 100 hours solo.
Damn, that's wild. Yeah, because first off, I absolutely love like role-playing games. I was like, oh shit, this looks like Final Fantasy 3 from Super Nintendo. Like I'm all
the Final Fantasy.
I'm all about this.
Yeah.
And yeah, and so like even just like, you know, I don't play a lot of games on my computer, so like I was like, what the frick do I do? And the not gonna give it away for anybody that wants to go play it, but that last thing you have to do, that took me like 5 minutes to figure out. I was like, are you kidding? Where? And then I was like, well, I'll try clicking this.
And then you hear the noise, the click.
Yeah, I was like, oh, you son of a bitch.
I considered putting a big flashing arrow. But again, little things like that. I would Google or ask the AI, like, how do I do this arrow?
Yeah.
Well, you need a custom Python script. And I'm like, oh my God, here we go.
Here we go.
Yeah. There's no paintbrush. You know, like,
yeah. Can't I open up Paintbrush Pro?
Right. Yeah. So
That's old school right there. Paintbrush Pro. Jesus.
Yeah. Paintbrush Pro, yeah. So that was a way for me to try to get pre-saves too, because I built in a pre-save link into the main menu.
Yeah, it's
So
super
rad.
smart, real clever. It's a short, real short game to be able to play
5 to
through.
10
It's
minutes.
fun, and then you get like a little music video after, and it's sweet. It was like very
you.
smart. I liked
I
it.
appreciate that. Thanks. Yeah. Just kind of dove into that one head first, and once I was in it, I was in it. So
Yeah, well, I've come too far now, and if I give up, that's a lot
there
of
were
time
so
wasted.
many moments like that where I was like, "Oh my gosh, what am I?" Hour 40 hits, and I'm like,
The
"Oh."
game developer? What is
Why did I think I
I've
could?
hired people. No, it's just
Like, why did I think I could develop a video game? Jesus.
for a pre
Shout out RPG Maker on Steam. I think that's what I use. It's a game
Nice.
development environment used specifically for 2D environments. So
That's
Wow.
cool. That's it. It's cool. Like it was a great idea, and like I said, like gets people involved. I got involved. I was excited.
I was so embarrassed because Lo-Fi Girl put out her ARG at the same time as me.
Oh, I don't even know what that is. So
Yeah, it's a series of hidden things on the internet where like you just post something cryptic,
oh,
and then your fans would be like, "Wait, why is that window red?" And then
Hmm.
they'll go to your website and see a red window, and they'll click that type of stuff.
well, I'm not even gonna look because
Yeah.
yours is cooler.
Thank you. Thank you. She has much more of a following. So I was just like, oh my gosh, what am I? This is horrible timing.
Yeah, that's always how it goes, though.
Yeah.
Like it's something almost always. I don't remember. There was a really great example, like, but I can't think of what it is right now. So you just use your imagination, think about what a great example could be, people, and that explains it to yourself.
I love that.
Yeah. Think about what you think it could be.
Yeah, I'm running wild in my head already.
There you go.
With that, we got one more question before we go to a quick break.
Yeah.
If you could give our listeners a piece of advice that you know now that you wish you knew when you were first starting your journey, what would it be?
A piece of advice that I would give. Okay, I would say move fast. Like, don't slow down. Once you release your first song and your first album and you have that touch or just anything, just go. You have to keep going because people's attention spans right now are so short. And if you go 6 months without doing anything and think that they're going to be waiting for you again, they probably won't be. So I would say go, keep your quality there, but move at breakneck speed until you are where you want to be. So, yeah.
Love it.
Good advice. Good advice. I agree. It's people's attention spans right now are real short. You gotta constantly be giving them something.
Yep.
So, and that's not to say like we know that there's you people out there. You got great attention spans. I know you're probably listening.
They're listening to a
our
podcast
people
right now. Long form content.
Yeah, you are our people. And with that, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with our next segment. What's up, friends? We're super stoked to tell you that we just partnered with GFUEL. And let me tell you, there is no more pop punk beverage on the market right now than GFUEL. GFUEL keeps you energized, focused, and hydrated. If you go to gfuel.com right now and use code Unsigned Pop Punk, you're gonna save 20% off your entire order. You can get it in the tub form and have 40 freaking servings of flavors like Rick and Morty's Unstable Portal Fluid, which is a delicious strawberry limeade, or get something in the can form like Sonic's Peach Rings or Crash Bandicoot's Wumpa Fruit. Go to gfuel.com and check it out for yourself. Let us know what your favorite flavor is. And once again, don't forget to use our code Unsigned Pop Punk to save 20%. It's a heck of a deal, man.
And we're back. Thank you so much for sticking around. We are hopping into the ever popular Food for Thought segment. I don't know who is it popular with. It's popular with me. I enjoy food.
Dude, food is a popular decision.
You know what I love more than food, Pat? Geographical food questions. Nothing gets me going like
Nothing gets me harder than
Like,
a good
it's
geographical food question.
like a hometown food question. And being from Omaha,
Yeah.
we have friends from Nebraska, and we asked the same question to Omaha great names without numbers. What is your favorite corn dish? Is it Josh?
What is my favorite corn dish?
Yeah. What's your favorite corn
The
dish?
hard hitting geographic.
Hard hitting. These are hard hitting questions.
There is, I don't know what it's called. I couldn't tell you what it's called, but corn spaghetti.
Corn spaghetti.
Have you had it?
I've never even heard of it.
It's creamed corn with noodles and cheese.
I think both me and Matt are looking up corn spaghetti right
I
now.
am.
Baked spaghetti corn, cheesy spaghetti corn casserole.
Corn
Like
spaghetti.
spaghetti corn. Yeah, spaghetti corn.
Cheesy spaghetti corn casserole.
Yeah.
That's got to be it. And
That's gotta
let
be
me
it.
tell you right now, I'd fuck with that.
Thank you.
It looks real good.
It is so good.
Yeah.
You know, this is a secret. I don't think I've ever told anyone this before.
Oh,
I think you just earned every respect of every Nebraskan, every Iowan. The Midwest has just decided that
Listen.
Josh is approved with his corn spaghetti.
I speak for corn when I say the corn spaghetti.
corn kid, get out of here.
Out.
Is it
Yeah.
Josh?
Yeah.
Corn king.
Yeah, we don't mess with corn on the cob in this house, okay? We put it in our spaghetti.
Never.
I mean, like, what is it over in Ohio? Is it Ohio that they put like chili in their spaghetti? Is that the thing? Chili?
I think you're right.
I think
it's Ohio. They do the chili spaghetti.
No,
we do chili and cinnamon rolls here.
I did just look up.
Yes, you do. That's weird too. That's fucking weird. I'll still eat that too.
I did look up a corn spaghetti recipe, and now I gotta ask. You said cheese. What kind of cheese?
General cheese, you know. I would say a nice
Munster.
trying to think of, like a white cheese, you know. Not really going with like a cheddar or anything.
Maybe like Colby Jack, maybe like the nice yellow white mixture.
I think our friend Josh is a little more bougie than Elizabeth's grandma Lots here.
Was this Grandma Lots using Velveeta?
She is grated Velveeta cheese.
Good on her. That is some melty plastic goodness.
I will say Velveeta as a base for just like when you're down bad and you're looking to just make some mac and cheese, you know.
Oh, yeah, the Velveeta shells and cheese.
Oh,
that is a good thing. Also, if you've ever made this for like chips and dip, make a nice chip dip. Use Velveeta, and you can. There's so many multiple things you can do, but even just a nice Italian sausage and Velveeta cheese.
As long as it's melted.
Yeah. Well, yeah, melt it. Yeah, you're making a dip.
The thing about American cheese in general is like it tastes horrible, but for some reason, the second you melt it onto something, you're like,
oh yeah,
it's not that bad.
You're real down bad if you're not melting your Velveeta.
If you're just eating the cold slice.
Yeah, you're just cutting small slices, like putting it on a sandwich. Ugh.
Yeah.
That
cubed Velveeta sandwich, you know.
I don't know how I feel about that, but I know the sad thing is because you'd be like, you're real down if you're having a hard time, but are you? Because that shit's not cheap, man. If you're so fucking bougie that you're making cheese slices out of your Velveeta, it's expensive.
Flex. It's a weird flex.
That's a weird flex.
But you're flexing nonetheless.
Y'all, anyone listening to this right now, do you Velveeta your sandwiches? I want to know, like, what sandwich cheese are you using? And is it Velveeta or Munster? Munster's
You're just stuck
that's some
on
good
one.
shit. That is some good fucking cheese. Okay, moving on. Speaking of cheese,
Mm.
what is your favorite tour gas station snack to keep you going?
Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and say Cheez-Its. Yeah, I'm
Speaking
not
of
gonna...
cheese, I was right. I called
Big
it.
fan of cheese. No, I have an unhealthy relationship with Cheez-Its.
Okay.
I will eat them to the point where that my tongue will go numb.
Okay.
Know?
What kind of Cheez-Its?
Only for the regular Cheez-Its.
Really?
And I think the other ones are an abomination.
Ooh.
Okay.
I
No,
think...
hold up. Just wait a second. Just wait. Okay. Have you tried the Cheddar Jack Cheez-Its though?
I have.
Those are abomination.
I can't tell you that. I can't tell you what you want to hear.
I like the extra toasted Cheez-Its.
I was gonna say I was gonna slip that in. The only other one I will agree with is extra toasted, because I'll tell you why.
Jack.
The other Cheez-Its, the reason I like the Cheez-Its because they have the salt on them,
Yeah.
those big salt crystals.
Mhm.
On the flavored ones, they get rid of that and they put the powder on there.
Yeah, but it's cheese powder.
It's not salt.
Need that
It
salt.
it is salty enough, Matt.
I need the concentrated salt crystals, directly on my tongue.
Just need the
I'm an
salt
addict. I'm a
granules.
salt addict, and Cheez-Its is my cure.
That's fair. My dad is also a salt addict to the point to where we gave him like a little travel little necklace with salt in it.
That he can lick.
Yeah.
Like a horse stock.
It's just because he'd come over and be like, "You got any salt?" We don't got any fucking salt. Your shit's got salt in it. Everything is salty. Not salty enough. All right, Dad. All right. Clogging your arteries, Dad.
So is it Josh fans, if you're listening and you go to the next show, make sure you're bringing corn spaghetti and Cheez-Its.
Regular Cheez-Its. Don't be one of those cheesy dust jackasses, though.
Please. The most important part.
What would you do if your fans showed up with just like a casserole dish of cheese or corn spaghetti
with crushed Cheez-Its on top?
I would have to eat it. I would have to. I couldn't say no to that.
Yeah.
Regardless of what it looked like or smelled like, I'd at least
you'd at least dabble.
If they went through all the trouble to make me a corn spaghetti Cheez-It casserole, I mean,
I'd at least take some nibbles.
Yeah, they're gonna watch me eat the damn thing.
The whole casserole, they're just watching, just intensely. Eat that.
No, just give me the pan.
Yeah.
The fork.
Pan and a fork. Let's go.
Mm-hmm. Pre-show.
Pre-show.
So hard.
That's gonna be it. That's gonna be a problem during show. If you make it the whole
if
show.
I make it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Recipe for disaster.
We have one more geographical food question for you. For our listeners that don't know, the Omaha area has a fast food restaurant called Runza. With that being said, Runza has come to you, Is It Josh, to create the Is It Josh Runza sandwich. What's going in it, and can you explain to our listeners what a Runza sandwich is?
Yeah, so a Runza sandwich is a regional dish, which I don't know, in America that usually means it's a type of sandwich.
Yeah.
And it's a pocket that is stuffed with hamburger meat and like cabbage and whatever else, cheese, it's almost like a pocket. Stuff with cabbage and everything you find in a burger, and they have different flavorings of it. With that being said, I would probably do something a little weird, to be honest.
Love it.
I probably would. I would probably make like a jalapeno popper runza.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like I would put some jalapenos in there and maybe a little spattering of cream cheese.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Some bacon.
Yep. Okay. I was waiting to see if we're doing bacon wrapped jalapeno poppers or what we're doing.
We got some bacon in there.
Okay.
Yeah. And then finish it off with just the basic ingredients, the beef and the cabbage, and just see how it hits.
That sounds like it would hit good.
I think it would. I think it would.
I would eat the ISITJOSH for sure.
I will tell you, the cabbage mostly just becomes a part of the bread. Maybe two bites in, it's already become just a mess, you know. So I'm imagining all of these ingredients becoming more of a slop being held together by bread.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't advertise it like that.
Or maybe you should.
Isn't that what most of the Midwest is? Just a slop being held together by carbs.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, it's sloppy. I love that you said carbs, because that's the thing that is so Midwest, because casseroles, you know, that is our hot dish. That's our shit. You know, that's what we do. Just slop thrown together around carbs.
Oh yeah. I've got incredible table manners. My grandma just beat them into me as a child, you know. But when it comes to Thanksgiving, or when I'm getting ready to throw down on a plate, the Midwestern in me cannot be contained. Everything on that dish joins at the center, and it becomes a slop.
Yeah.
It is all, you know, I'm not trying the stuffing and trying the corn. I am scooping and spinning. And
that's the thing though, is first off, you're right. That is very Midwestern to just mix everything. But there are certain things that just aren't as good as if it's like together. Like if you're having meatloaf, most likely you're having meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and corn. And if you're not eating all that bad boy in one bite, it doesn't taste right.
It's not right.
It's not right.
Yeah. I don't think I would just eat a meatloaf without the accompaniment.
You know, with the corn, it's a nice sweet pop. You know, come on.
I'm glad we're back on the corn. So
yeah, well,
let's come back home.
Corn, to be fair, is it's a side of choice in this house. So I don't like cooked broccoli. I'm sorry.
Right. Yeah.
I had cream corn yesterday.
Did you? I haven't had cream corn in a really long time, but I remember as a kid, cream corn was my jam. That was actual jam. I put that peanut butter and cream corn sandwich. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't. But
trying to figure out how
I was about to sign off.
It's my actual jam. That's what I used it for. Jam.
I'm just trying to figure out how to convince my wife to try corn spaghetti. I feel like I'm gonna finish.
I think if you just make it.
Yep.
Just make
it
for dinner.
Don't tell me what's in it.
What is nothing? Don't worry about it.
I'm making a fancy pasta dish.
Yeah.
We're having pasta. What's for dinner, babe? Pasta.
Pasta with diced yellow peppers.
Oh.
And then the yellow peppers are actually corn.
Yeah. This has the pop of sweet corn. This doesn't taste like a pepper at all.
Oh.
Well, shit. That's it for our food questions.
Those were hard hitting, and I appreciate that segment.
You're welcome. Yeah. We try to get really deep and kind of like tug at your soul a little
I'm feeling
bit.
exposed, but more warmed up now. Yeah.
Good. I was hoping that you'd feel exposed at this point.
I was just hoping to find new recipes.
He's just making this cookbook.
Yeah. He's making his Where Did All My Friends Go cookbook, and it's just recipes. That's why we made this segment. It's all recipes from other bands, you know. We're just taking it. But we'll name it after you. You know, it's okay. It's okay.
Josh's corn scatty.
Ooh. Dang.
That kind of came out nice. You know?
It did. It had a real... It was a je ne sais quoi or whatever about it.
That sounds better than tingle on the tongue.
Tingle on it does. Oh, I like that though. The tingle on the tongue. Cool. Well, now we are in our last segment. This is the rapid fire question segment.
Friendships will be tested. Rapid fire questions.
You're just going to speak from the heart. You're going to shoot
Cool.
from the hip.
Cool.
First thing, go for it. You
Okay.
ready?
Ready.
All right. Mountain Dew or Mellow Yellow?
Mountain Dew.
Horror or comedy movies?
Horror.
Nice. I'm trying to get better at like enunciating horror because so many times people are like, just call me horror.
I think we're living the same life experience right now because I am also doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, horror. Horror.
Yeah.
Horror. Yes.
Horror.
This isn't an either or, but it's just a general question. Do you still actually listen to the radio?
No.
Yeah, I think I don't. Where most of season 3 is a nay.
Yeah.
It's just
NPR used to be the only thing I listened to, and then I just stopped listening to that too.
I have been listening to the radio a lot right now because my car is in the shop.
Mm.
And there's not shit here.
No.
Like, holy, I haven't listened to the radio in a long time. And there is like 7 oldies stations and 2 pop stations and then country. That's it. And
Slim pickings.
And the oldies, I can only hear Tom Petty, Van Halen, Def Leppard, and like AC/DC so many times.
Yeah.
Like that's basically just the repeat. Switch to each oldies and it's one of those songs every time. And I'm like, God, get me out of this car. And then I'll mostly just listen to nothing.
Yeah, I will sit in silence in my car quite frequently.
Yeah, I'd rather just listen to nothing than the radio at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Agreed.
God damn them. Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon?
Nickelodeon.
Yeah, nice.
Well, I'm just gonna throw a disclaimer. I know this is rapid fire. I'm talking our Nickelodeon, not the new Nickelodeon. You know,
it's all good. Even new Nickelodeon's pretty good.
I'm unfamiliar. That's why I don't want to claim it.
Sure. I mean, sure. Our Nickelodeon is significantly better, but yeah. At least I know mine is Guts.
Right.
Legends of the Hidden Temple. Hey, dude.
Don't hit me with that.
Oh.
Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Oh. So good. Thin crust or regular crust pizza?
Thin crust if it's frozen at home, regular if it's not.
Nice. Fair. Lindsay Lohan or Tara Reid?
Tara Reid.
Ooh, okay. Sharknado, right?
Yeah, all shark.
Funny story. I don't even know, like, since we've been doing this question, I don't even know if I've said this yet, but I have a was it? It's like this, probably like this big. It's a like plastic shark, like toy kids shark autographed by Tara Reid.
That's incredible.
It's awesome.
She's an icon.
Absolutely. What was it? What was her hit show? Paradise. Good stuff. Do you ever watch Paradise?
You know, I watched the previews for Paradise.
Okay. You got to get into it then.
That's what I'm going to start binging tonight.
Yeah? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Sounds good. I'll be back with, I'm assuming my wife will be making me watch My Big Fat American Gypsy Wedding. So
is that the new one?
I know it has been canceled for quite some time. It is real rough.
Is it bad?
It is a train wreck. So if you like train wrecks, though, woo!
What am I thinking? Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants or something?
I mean, there's like that movie, like My Big Fat Greek Wedding or whatever. That's a movie. But
that's what I was thinking of.
There's a TV show that was 6 seasons called My Big Fat American Gypsy Wedding, and it is just
bad.
I can't. I don't think I can explain it properly on the air.
It's like exposure therapy every time you watch
it is. You just got, if you like train wrecks It is a new train wreck every episode.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'll leave it with
I love
that. Newfound Glory or MXPX?
Newfound Glory.
Nice.
Yeah.
The last question. Can you sing to us the O'Reilly Auto Parts jingle?
Oh, how does that? Of course I can. Ready for this?
Yep.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
There you go.
I've never done that out loud.
Yeah, now you have for
It was
everyone to
liberating.
hear.
It was liberating.
Good. You're
I felt like I've been listening to that for 15 years and I've never been able to just yell it out like that.
The thing is the Gloom Squad's gonna be all like, "Yo, cover it, make a cover.
Cover.
You do a cover of O'Reilly.
We need a cover of this."
They would.
It's gonna be just your whole Discord now. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, Josh.
Be a sound alert on your Twitch channel now.
That's gonna be the follow alert.
Yeah. I love it. I'm in for it. I'm gonna unfollow and then follow again just to hear it.
Yeah, please.
Yep.
Multiple times in a stream.
Well, yeah, I'll be that fucking jerk just sitting there unfollowing and following just the whole time. You'll be like, okay, that's enough, Pat.
Guys, let him. He put me on his podcast. He can do what he wants.
You don't know the favor he did for me. All right. Oh shit. Well, Josh, that's it. You did it. You finished the podcast. Now's your chance to let everybody know what you got going on, what's coming up, where they could find you, what's next.
Yeah, find me ISITJOSH on all social media, ISITJOSH on all streaming platforms. Look forward to a brand new record I'm working on. Just dropped a song now. Plenty more. Looking at doing about a song a month. I've got some features with some really cool artists that you probably know of that, I'm keeping a secret for now, but those are going to be fun. And yeah, join me on Twitch. ISITJOSH on Twitch. That's in our Discord, because that's where you'll kind of find me hanging out and giving updates and keeping the community up to speed. And if you want to be a part of the Gloom Squad, that's how you make it happen. So
hell yeah, Gloom Squad. Josh, thanks so much for hanging out, man. This was a lot of fun. Everyone make sure you go check out ISITJOSH, follow him everywhere, listen to his music. He's got cool stuff. Yeah, join the Gloom Squad.
Join the Gloom Squad. I appreciate you.
Hell yeah, we appreciate you. And you can also check out, you can go vote for ISITJOSH right now for the Unsigned Pop Punk Top 10 Music Video Countdown.
Yeah. Shout out Unsigned Pop Punk. You guys have shown so much love. The playlists, I see them pop up on my Spotify for artists. They'll say Unsigned Pop Punk, new music, whatever.
Let's go. That's
the blue
that's
headphones.
the goal.
Yeah.
Want everyone to want it to pop up. It's the rule of 3, right? You got to see it 3 times before you finally care. And so I'm just trying to slam in your face.
Loving it.
Everywhere, all social media. Cool. Well, this has been another episode of Where Did All My Friends Go? A podcast about life in the music industry. And we are going to what is it, Matt? We do the news now, don't we? Yeah, we're gonna move on to the Unsigned Pop Punk news. That's what we're gonna do. So here's that music. Cue the music. And we are back in the realm of Unsigned Pop Punk news, because as you could see with that perfect transition that I just got done doing, that you were ready for this. You knew this was coming. You didn't think it was the end. You knew. You were like, I'm in. So on that note, what do we always ask? Tell us what you thought. What was your favorite part of the show? What are your thoughts on this week's topics? What are your thoughts on ISITJOSH? Do you have any stories of your own? Let's talk about this fantastic human being that we just got done talking to and listening to. How involved are you going to become in the in the Gloom Squad? Not Goon Squad, Gloom Squad. Goon Squad would be mine. Yeah. But yeah, we want to hear from you. Join our Discord, and you can also join Is It Josh's Discord, but join our Discord. The link will be, you know, in the description wherever you're listening or watching. It'll be in a place. It'll be in a place in the description of this episode.
Click it. Do it.
Yeah, do it.
Make your life easier.
Don't give up on your dreams.
I'll
kids.
give up. But what you should give up on
It's
is
money.
giving your money to a good cause.
Give up your money.
Give up your money to support gender equality. And what's the best way to do that right now with this channel is to buy one of our gender equality shirts, because 15% and graphics here that say 15%, and if not 15 555% of every sale of our gender equality shirt is going to be donated to the Trevor Project. If you don't know, and you should know because you've listened to me say this every single week for the last I don't know how many weeks, but Trevor Project's mission is to end suicide among LGBTQ youth. So help us in supporting this amazing cause and support saving young LGBTQ lives.
Absolutely. We talked about a little bit in a couple episodes now. We don't know what's happening with festivals. We will know as soon as we know anything. You will know, and you'll hear it right here. You'll hear it from us, from the mouth of this babe, not mouth of babes, the mouth of this babe. But yeah, we're working on the punk rock flea market. Super stoked on that. You know, we have some other ideas floating around in this old dome here as well. But you know, we'll see what we can do, what we can accomplish. And you know what, the thing is, if we work together, we can accomplish anything. We can accomplish anything if we work together. So we'll keep planning out our lives together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
freaking yeah, man. Twitch news, you know, today was a day.
Today was the day.
Yesterday was a day.
Tomorrow's
New
the
Music Friday happens every Tuesday. New Music Friday on Tuesday. Live on Twitch every Tuesday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Get your fix of all of the new music that came out. Last week, you know, so it'll be last week. So if you're watching New Music Friday on Tuesday, it'll be the music that came out last.
You're watching week. Tomorrow, it's the stuff that come back last Friday.
Right. Because you can't watch things from the future. They
haven't been released yet.
It hasn't been released yet. So
unless we have a flux capacitor, it's not happening.
Right. And we're working on that.
We're
working on that. And every Wednesday is Unsigned Pop Punk's top 10 video countdown live as well. Because it's Twitch, so everything's live. We can't, you don't pre-record it. That's weird. It's all live. We're friends. Let's hang out together. Top 10 video countdown, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time every Wednesday. And Thursday is the super awesome music video show at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So, like, it's a 2-hour jump each day, you know. So Tuesday, you start early. You hang out with us early, 3 o'clock Central Standard Time. Wednesday, 5 o'clock, 2-hour jump. Boom. Thursday, 2-hour jump, 7 p.m. 357. 357. Remember that. 357. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Or just follow us on Instagram and we'll post every.
Yeah, just follow us on Instagram and you'll freaking see everything.
Or go back to the Discord.
Yeah, or hang out with us in Discord, and if you got questions, we'll answer them. That is the way the news goes. Thanks again to Josh. Is it Josh for hanging out with us today? Thank you, Matt. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Gosh, Gibby. All the work you do. All his beautiful hair.
It is pretty beautiful.
He's got beautiful hair. Thank you, Lawrence. My boy, Lawrence. Thank you. Everything you do for us and the whole community. Everything you do for this community, Lawrence. Thank you. Like he makes so much stuff for this whole community, not just Unsigned Pop Punk, just the whole pop punk scene. Like he is all over the place, busting his butt for everybody, and it's awesome. Thank you so much, Lawrence.
He's got a great voice too.
What?
He's got a great voice too.
Oh, dude, such a cool voice.
And a great band.
And a great band. Floods in Japan. Check it out. It's good stuff. Yeah. Josh, thanks for hanging out. Matt, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Love y'all guys and gals. See you next week. Thank you so much for checking out the show. Please hit that like, subscribe, or follow button so you never miss an episode. And thank you so much to those of you who already are. Check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, or anywhere else you stream your podcasts. If you're in the position to help us grow and like behind the scenes access and exclusive shows, head on over to our Patreon at www.patreon.com/unsignedpoppunk. Let us know in the comments who you'd like to see on the show and what other content you'd like to see. Thank you all so much.